This podcast is supported by The RealReal. Meet Christine. She loves shopping. And this is the sound of fashion overload. Too many fabulous things, not enough space. So Christine started selling with The RealReal.
I've always loved collecting designer pieces. Gucci bags, Prada heels. But my style keeps evolving. Selling with The RealReal? Game changer. I earn more, and they do everything.
Seriously, just drop off your items or schedule a pickup. We handle the photos, descriptions, pricing, even shipping. You just sit back and watch your items sell fast to our 40 million members.
And I get peace of mind knowing I earn more selling with The RealReal than anywhere else.
Exactly. That's the sound of your closet working for you. The RealReal. Earn more, save time, sell fast. And right now, you can get an extra $100 to shop when you sell for the first time. Go to therealreal.com to get your extra $100. Therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Altar Call. I'm your host, Tane, here to talk about Suddenly Amish, episode 3 and 4. Here to talk about this with me is Brian from Maps Virgin. Hello, Brian. How you doing?
What up? I was going to try to introduce myself in that like bootleg German, but I thought it might be offensive. Not that the Amish would ever hear this, but I'd still like to not culturally appropriate.
Brian is like, I don't want to be offensive to your face.
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds an Amish person's ever going to hear any podcast? So we could just make fun of them, but it doesn't seem nice.
Well, Brian, we have Amish people on reality TV. We have Amish people.
It's true.
With pierced nipples. The odds
sure do
are not that low. So,
they're wilder than I would have thought.
Guys, I watched this episode hoping that I would like it better. And I'm still on the same level. I think someone on Blue Sky had said like they love this show, and I'm like, love is a strong word. If you watch this show and you love it or like it, please tell me. I want to hear all the things. Like, I get why it could be entertaining, and I think more of my annoyance is just in like the production of the show and how they're like feeding it to us, because it has all the juice and all the necessary stories, but the way they're presenting it to us is what is annoying to me, I guess. So
yeah, there's a kernel of a good show here. There's a good idea of a reality show.
Yeah.
The problem that I have is we have not established rules for anything. We don't know how this works. People are coming and going left and right. There's, the beard rules. There's a lot that I just don't understand. Give me rules. Give me rules to understand, and I can probably enjoy this show. They seem to be making it up on the fly.
Yep, it's not consistent, but maybe that is the appeal of the show. They're keeping us on our toes, and it's like, don't believe, go with us, go with the flow with that. But before we get into this episode, a reminder to you guys, patreon.com/AltarCallMAFS. You can find bonus episodes on there. You can find ad-free episodes on there, and you can get episodes early. And I have 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way Tell All, part 1 and part 2 is up there, and you can check it out because TLC did us a favor and made it just 2 parts. So
thank God.
You can check that out on there for the bonus episodes, and consistently have extra episodes besides what we talk about on the regular feed on there. Okay. Suddenly Amish. We start episode 3 with a Proverbs 31 woman Bible verse, and we are reminded that it is 3 weeks till Reckoning Day. I don't think I knew they called it Reckoning Day, and I'm like, why that? Why not Joining Day, Community Day, Conversion Day? Reckoning Day sounds like Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And when they said it before, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have a day of reckoning." I'm like, that sounds foreboding. I didn't know they were branding it that way. I thought they just called it that in the moment.
So we see Matt packing up because if you forgot, James kicked him out with an axe and walked him all the way down out of there. And he's saying, like, Matt is like, if this is the way it's going to be, then he's not here for it anyways. Alan, the cool daddy Alan, that's what I call him, because I think I have a crush on Alan, guys.
Oh, with that beard, huh?
Huh.
Listen, I'm not here to judge.
guys. I just came from happy hour. So in case
It's those transition lenses, huh?
the beard, the transition length, the way he had to act. I'm just kidding. But Alan is struggling with Matt leaving, and he didn't need like saying like he didn't need to have an axe. He could have just, kicked him out, regularly,
Mhm.
the regular way you kick people out. But
Just say get out.
it is James' property, and he has authority to kick him off his property, but not out the community. Kendra is sad that he's leaving, and she's like, "Oh, he's somebody that I want to have in my life forever." I'm like, "How many days has it been already?"
Like
Like,
3, maybe.
I'm beginning to think that maybe I should accept that filming a reality show, especially when you're cut off from the world, right? When you don't have your phones, you don't have TV, you don't have anything, like it makes the days longer. Because you do find, not just in this show, that people meet each other and then it's quick and they're just like best friends or
Yeah,
couples or anything pretty quickly. So, you know what? I'm gonna let her have a pass on that. But I was just like, how do you know you want someone in your life forever when you
it was
just
a
met him?
lot.
He was there for like one day. Because
Yeah,
technically, according to them, they kicked him out on that same day. So
yeah.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
So James keeps saying that Matt was not being transparent, that he didn't say that he was divorced. And I'm like, who was not transparent? Matt or the producers? Like, what do you
Right.
mean? Like, he never hid that he was divorced. The first time Alan brought it up, he's just like, yeah, I'm divorced. I have 2 kids. He didn't even give the confessional like everybody else to say,
Right.
oh, I'm hiding it. He was very, upfront about it. So trying to tell us that he wasn't upfront is like, okay. And that's what I mean, guys, by like the Colonel is there, like Brian said, but the way they're presenting it to us, when what we watched was a man who was not ashamed that he was divorced. Like, at least with
No.
Judah, you like, I don't want them to shun me because I'm bisexual. With I forget the other guy's name, the
The guy
guy with the hearing
with the hearing aids. I can't
with
think
the
of his name
hearing
either.
aid, Aaron
There you
is
go.
like, I don't know how he's gonna be. Like, we know, like, they're kind of tentative about, Kendra, her OnlyFans. He
Yeah.
was never like, oh, I don't know, I'm divorced. So for you to now feed us that James is like, oh, he wasn't transparent, why'd you hide it from us? It's weird.
Well, it's weird, and frankly, I blame the Amish for this because when the entire premise of the show is we have to stop population decline by bringing in outsiders who can marry into the Amish and have kids. If you know being divorced means you cannot marry into the Amish, they should have told the producers, "Hey man, nobody who's been divorced before, like that cannot be somebody you cast. I don't care how perfect they are for the show. We can't have them here." I don't think they told them that, or if they did, the producers ignored it. But it's just like, yeah, if you know that's a deal breaker for y'all, he should not have been invited to come in the first place.
Yeah, if I was a betting woman, I would say that they knew, because
Yeah,
everything they picked was everything anti the Amish rules. So they knew, and it's just, I don't know.
wild.
So
I was just like, this is dumb.
that's where James has a point. Is like, if our goal is to repopulate and he cannot, then why are
Then
we
why is he here?
But then the
Yeah.
other part of it is, we all know they're not going to convert. So why are
Uh-huh.
we here again?
Well, and
So
then late in the 4th episode, I don't want to jump ahead, so I'm not going to. Late in the 4th episode, there's a whole new theory for why he has to go. And it's just, there's a lot circulating around here.
yeah. But it is ironic because, if you forgot again, James is currently shunned by
Huh?
I guess, his sect of the Amish.
Yeah, his order, I think, because I know
Yeah,
there's old order Amish, so I don't
yeah.
know what you would call his church, whatever it is.
Yeah. So for someone who's shunned and on probation, being this judgmental, it's hilarious. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what are we doing here? Billy Joe is just like, oh man, if they could do this to him, I'm scared of my own past. I could lose everything. I said, what is your past?
You ain't got one. Your
We
past is
haven't heard
cosplaying
any.
as Amish for a decade.
It's just
What
like,
are you
she
talking
could lose
about?
everything. I'm like, what are you losing? Okay. Um, Judah is like, I'm scared now because they might kick me out for being bisexual. Emma says, if some Emma is also Amish. She's James' cousin, I believe. Yes, she's James'
Yes.
cousin.
Yeah.
And she's like, I think Kendra must have asked a question, and Emma is just like, well, the thing is, if someone marries me, they won't be able to divorce me. I'd rather have saved one soul.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot of this nonsense.
You know, variety is the spice of life. We all should
Hmm.
think differently, but I'm just, is that a threat or a good time? I don't know. It's just like,
Emma is confusing in the way that she speaks often.
yes,
And I feel like she's a quiet assassin is how it feels to me. Like
yes.
she says things where I'm just like, oh, this could go either way, and I think you mean it the mean way. It's kind of how
Yeah.
it usually comes across from her.
She's a deadpanner, if that's a
Mhm.
word. Like she looks
Very.
you dead in the eye and she's just like, and you're like waiting for the LOL, and she's like, "There's no LOL. What do you
No,
mean?"
I'm serious.
So Billy Joel says that, Kendra is being dramatic because she was crying and so sad. And maybe, she's facing the reality that now instead of focusing on her crush on Matt, she has to focus on being Amish. But Alan and Sarah are really nice about it. Like I said, I like them as a couple. I think that
I do too.
they're a good balance. Like they have their faith and they are still compassionate about it. Because I think one of the things about when you're so religious and consumed by religion, you're just so focused on following the rules that you forget the humanity part about it. But they seem to have a balance of both sides.
Yeah.
So Kendra goes out into the rain and is dancing in the rain, and seeing how they've said it's so hot, honestly, it looked like it felt good. Just
Yeah.
having like good water, hopefully cool water, just
Hopefully,
coming down
a
on
hot
you.
rain is rough.
Hot rain is right. I know. I was just like, maybe, I don't know. But she says she feels like the Holy Spirit was telling her to release, but she's having a good time and feeling good, and everyone is like she's having a breakdown.
Right. This seems like a manic episode she's in right now.
Perception is everything. Because
Uh-huh.
someone's like, oh, the Holy Spirit's telling me to release. Everyone's like, girl, is she okay? Do
Oh
you see
shit.
her having a breakdown?
Oh no.
So Aaron is complaining to Judah and Esmeralda about his hearing aids, but he's like, oh, I don't want to make it about that. I don't want to make my journey about that. I'm here to embrace every struggle. And I'm like, this is your hearing. It is not a struggle. It could be avoided. And at this point, where is the old fashioned hearing aid that they promised him? That's coming later. But at this point,
Yeah.
the producers are like, no, not yet. Don't give him one yet.
Watch him go crazy first for a couple days.
See how it plays out. So,
God, it's so
anyways,
mean.
he has a better attitude than I do because he wants to.
Yeah.
He turned it into a lesson. He's like, I want to accept that I have no control over this. So the way he channels this is by exercise, which we've done anyways, from what we know.
I mean-
But hey, he channeled it into exercise, and we get a montage of him like working out and making the best out of the things he had around him as weights and things he could do
Carry
to
this
work out.
log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On there. And honestly, I do appreciate it. I don't want to even laugh about it because a lot of them are having a hard time. And in the midst of that, and why I'm another reason I'm annoyed is like they don't seem to be not taking it seriously, but not respecting the rules that they claim that they came to. But Aaron, who is going through the most valid difficulty, is trying to make the best out of it. And honestly, taking out the Amish part, it is a life lesson. It's just like life is going to deal you with different things. What can you do with the things that you have around you? So I really appreciate him for that. So they have bats in the house. They have bats in the house. I repeat,
Bats plural.
they have bats in the house. I was screaming. I was like, nah, get me out of here.
You ever had a bat in your house, Tane?
No.
Okay, I got a quick story. I've never had a bat in my house. When we were at my in-laws' house, my wife's bedroom, when she grew up in, is on its own thermostat. So they keep it like sealed off from the rest of the house when no one's using it. We went in there, brought our bags in, came downstairs, whatever, fell asleep on the couch. A couple hours later, I wake up and I see a bat fly into and out of the room that we're in. And I'm like, ain't no way that was a fucking bat. I'm dreaming still. I'm groggy. Then it did it again. My wife woke up, panicked. The bat flew back up to her room. She sent her dad up there and was like, you have to get this bat out. I cannot sleep in this house. He went up there with a pillowcase and a tennis racket. He came down like 2 minutes later. He's like, yeah, I can't get him. She's like, what do you mean you can't get him? You have to get that bat out of here. He finally went up there and like hit the bat with a tennis racket and took it out. But I have never seen panic before like that. It was that I woke up and saw something insane kind of panic. And then my father was like, yeah, no, I can't get him. It was
Yeah.
just the nonchalance of it all. So for them to have bats plural, I'm like, oh, that's a nightmare.
No,
That is
it's a
not what you
nightmare.
want.
It is a nightmare. I just can't. I can't do it. But
Mm-mm.
BJ and Kendra, they can't sleep because the bats are, everywhere, and they try to
In
get.
their room.
Yeah, and then they tell Alan, like, you need to get them out of here. So Alan says he thinks that God is trying to tell them something. He can't figure out what it is, but God is trying to tell them something. And there are times that God lets bad things happen. So the last recap that we did, I think we were talking about how, it would be nice if they shared more of their, beliefs and stuff. And I think maybe we missed it, but I noticed a lot more this batch of these
Yeah.
episodes. And they do kind of do every now and then. They pop up with definitions of some of their language. And one of this was I hope I'm saying this right, Schlecht prophecy,
Yeah.
which translates to bad prophecy, where if they see bats are seen as the bearers of bad luck or even death. And I'm like, I hope not. I hope everybody's protected and nothing happens to any of them.
Yeah. Well, I think this is also something you see a lot with just like they're not that close to Appalachia necessarily, but like anytime a bird does anything near a house, it's someone's gonna die in that house. Bird flies by, bird flies into a window, bird dies outside. It's all someone's gonna die in your house. So when I heard, these bats might be a prophecy, I'm like, yeah, that's just I think anything that flies near a house, people tend to panic about for whatever reason.
I mean, but I also think bats are kind of like when you see black cats, like there's no other interpretation of that except something bad. They just look like it's
bats look
comes
like
with
bad news.
people. Yes, there's nothing. I'm not gonna look at bats and be like, you know what? I got money coming. You know
That's
what?
a dope bat.
My luck is about to turn.
Oh, thank God. I saw a bat in my house. No, it's always, no. And they come out at nighttime. They make weird noises. When they
their
fly, their
eyes.
wings sound creepy.
Yeah, it's like, bats. Give me 14 of them. But
Right.
so Alan says maybe God does not approve of what they're doing with the English and they have to leave the house and find somewhere else. And the solution is to move into James' house. I'm like, okay. All right. I'm going to take a quick break and then we will get into all of them moving into the house. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's February, and if you haven't already, that means pretty soon all around you, commercials, the grocery stores are going to be full of Valentine's candy, flowers, and of course that means lots of talk about dating and relationships. No matter what your relationship status, married, dating, single, or just focusing on you, you're right on time. Because much like adulting, we are all just trying to figure it out, and therapy can help you find your way and see more clearly where you want to be. With over 12 years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate, BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. And it works because BetterHelp has an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com. That's betterhelp.com. Conversations about GLP-1 are all the rage these days, and it almost always centers around weight loss. It's been eye-opening to realize that there are way more benefits that go beyond the scale, like better lab numbers, more energy, and new levels of confidence. One of the scary parts about using a GLP-1 for most people are the self-administered shots because they can be intimidating. But guess what? Ro now offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. That's one daily pill for fewer cravings and feeling fuller with an innovative new formula clinically proven to maximize weight loss. All this and more is why I'd go with Ro if I ever wanted to start a GLP-1 journey. Go to ro.co/alter to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 pill on Ro. That's ro.co/ALTAR to get started on Ro. Go to ro.co/safety for boxed warnings and full safety information about GLP-1 medication. All right, I'm back. So they move into the house, which I'm sure they'll be annoyed. I mean, they're already like making do with the space that they have, and now we have like
Yep.
how many more people? And I'm like, did the producers just release the bats? And they're like, all right, everybody in one house now.
Yeah. The producers brought those bats, and it's just like it's cheaper for us to film in one location.
So they go into James' house, and then I'm looking and I'm like, wait, Esmeralda is in a crop top. Esmeralda is
Mm-hmm.
in like workout leggings. You know what those look like. And no
Mm-hmm.
one is saying a thing. I look to the left. I'm like, wait, Kendra's in the same outfit too. I thought they just shamed her for her outfit. So what happened? We're just like, that's okay.
It's
And that's
it's
what
so
Brian is
inconsistent.
saying. It's not consistent. So
No.
I'm like, what happened to the whole my son is going to be lustful, my wife is going to hate me, just walking around.
Yeah.
Esmeralda is not, if anyone is not having a good time, it is Esmeralda.
The
And well,
worst.
some at the towards the end they started calling her Esme. So
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, my life is monotonous. It's just chores, nothing to look forward to. Judah feels the same. He's like, we just work all day long. That's all we have to
It's
do.
almost like y'all are living an Amish lifestyle. Like, what do you think they do?
We have established that they did not get that memo. They thought they were signing up for, I don't know.
Just love off the grid is
I
what they thought
don't
this
know
was.
because everything everyone is saying sounds like they did. I want to see the ad that everyone saw because maybe they truly thought it was something else. Like maybe they said something Amish, but maybe they're not giving the full picture because no one is acting like they really got the full picture. And at this point, I'm like, do you know you're supposed to, I guess, convert and join the community, or do you think this is a how many day thing? Because
I have
yeah.
no idea. I am very curious to see what they listed the show as too, especially because somehow they got BJ, who knows something about the Amish. I don't know how accurate it is, but she at least has an idea of what it is. And I'm just like, how did y'all not realize? Yeah, all the Amish do is work all day long. That's their whole thing. They work and pray. That's basically all they do.
We have not seen them pray. We have not seen the
No.
religious part yet.
Not once. Not one time.
Just the rules. And this is the gripe that, some people have about religion is like you kind of lose what it really is about and then it's focused on the man-made rules. And that's what we're
Mhm.
seeing right now. There's nothing about like the community coming together. We've not seen them yet go to church or see what it is
No.
that they do. It's all about the do's and the don'ts,
We haven't seen them pray. Like, even,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming they say grace before a meal or whatever. We haven't seen that even. And I'm just like, that seems to be the most important part of being Amish is all the God stuff. And so it's weird that we're just not talking about that.
We'll get to it on the list. It's
Eventually.
not number one for them. It's somewhere down on the
It's
list.
way down there.
So they get to build a phone shanty. And once again, I'm like, isn't
Mhm.
that the whole thing we say we don't actually I don't understand. Like I'm not knocking it, I just don't understand because I know they said the whole thing with technology, but they had a refrigerator. Was it an icebox?
I really don't know. And like I said, I mean, the Amana Amish make air conditioners and refrigerators and all kind of stuff. I don't know the rules. I don't understand how any of this works.
Yeah, so it's not really clear, but they are building a phone shanty. And, Kendra pulls James aside because he's with Judah and Aaron building it. And it was kind of nice watching that because they were
Mhm.
showing Judah how to use like a chainsaw because he didn't know.
Right, a handsaw.
A handsaw,
Humiliating for
sorry.
him.
And he'd never had one before. But I hope he takes something out of this because these are all things
Mhm.
outside of his comfort zone that he's never done before, and he learned to do that. So Kendra comes to James, pulls him aside, and says she needs to call her mom. Her anxiety is off the roof and all that. And he seems very supportive. This is not the same man we saw with an axe following
Mm-mm.
Matt down the dirt road. And then he says, "Oh,
Foreshadowing.
I have a soft spot for her." And she's just like, "You guys keep saying family is important, so let me talk to my fucking mom." And if you're not annoyed already, guys, by all the things I'm saying about this show, this part really annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie. This really, really annoyed me for many reasons. It's the many reasons because it's like the tears. And I know it's like, I get it, she misses her mom, but I've said this on the show before where I never understand when I see people sign up for a reality show and it is like a few days or 1 week and they're just like, oh my God, I miss my insert, whoever it
No.
is. And it's just like, be strong, hang in there. You're testing yourself. This is the way that you get through adversity, is like getting
Mhm.
over the hump. I'm not saying it's not difficult, but get over it and kind of respect what, I mean, I guess it's not consistent, but respect what they're saying is like, you cannot have phones, because if Aaron is out there not without a cell phone for his ears that he actually
Right?
needs, you'll be okay. Like, just kind of like figure out a way. And this is where I would have thought, if there's something like, maybe they'll say, when we go through hard times, we pray about it, or we something, but something to that effect. And he's on a ban for having a phone, but he
Mhm.
has a phone, a secret phone that's on there. And
Yeah.
then you won't let Aaron have a phone for his health,
No.
but you give her a phone because you have a soft spot for her. I did.
My big question is, where are you charging that phone at, man? So you have a phone, which you're not supposed to have. I got it. You charge it somehow. Where are you charging that phone at? You just keep it charged all the time, even though you're shunned. None of this tracks for me.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get the if this was a regular show, he would say, "Hey man, I get that you miss your mom. Like, that sucks. Go
Yeah.
churn some butter and like get over it, essentially, because like that's life." Instead, he's like, "All right, I will risk a double shunning. Let's squat down by the corn so no one sees us." I'm like, what? If this is how you are, then be this way for everybody. Like, what is this?
I think that's what it is like, and also it's a casual way. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna ban for having a phone, but I do have one. Like, make it a
Hmm.
story, make it a thing. Like, okay, so what happened was, I got this one here, I charge it here, or something.
Hmm.
The casual way you just say it, and we're supposed to just go along with it. Like, oh, okay, but
Well,
yeah,
also, who are you calling? Who are you calling? Your friends are all Amish. They don't have phones. Do they all have phones? Like, why do you have it? They give me some foundation to
yeah,
understand this character, James, because I don't understand him at all.
yeah. So that's what is happening there. But ultimately, he does give her the phone. She calls her mom. Her mom tells her, to hang in there, and she does feel better. And I mean, I guess that was a nice thing to do, but given the
Hmm.
circumstances of everything, it was just annoying, because then you're just how can we take it seriously when you're not even taking it seriously? You have all the smoke for Aaron, but it seems like you have all the smoke for the men, I guess, and then yourself for Kendra. And I'm not gonna lie, even
Yeah,
before we find out towards the end, I had written down like, does he like Kendra? And that's why
sure
Matt
seems
got
like it.
all the smoke. So there was that. Okay, on to more do's and don'ts. They take the girls to get modest dresses because they want them to dress in the way that the Amish women dress, not like Billy Joe. And they go into the store, and they're talking about the materials. They're choosing the material they're gonna get and all that. And Emma just was like, oh, we need material that breathes, because Billy Joe, she's a big woman. And Billy Joe um says in the confessional that she feels like Emma was might have been wanting to body shame her, but she can't body shame her. And I'm like, I don't think Emma was trying to. You mentioned
I don't
earlier
think.
the way Emma speaks, she just, from brain to mouth, no filter, no nothing. And it's not like she gets a lot of socializing
Yeah.
outside, like all the she's all in her community, and they just say what they mean, and that's what she
Well,
wants to.
we've seen this, I don't know how many times on 90 Day Fiance, where they have to go get a traditional dress made and somebody's fat. And it's like, oh, we need more fabric because she's fat. And it's like, well,
Brian, be specific.
well,
This is for the Nigerian trips.
no, they did it somewhere else. There was
What
another one that
country?
did it in, oh God, I'm trying to think. It was somebody in like Southeast Asia had the same thing. The
Oh,
Nigerian trips, they do that, because I've clocked
because
baby girl Lisa had it, and so did Angela. Like, this happens to them a lot. But like, it's the same thing as saying, oh, she's tall. It's a descriptor. It's
yes,
we functionally need this to fit her body. It's not. I don't know if body shaming is a thing for the Amish. I really have no idea. We
yeah,
saw in Breaking Amish, like, the mother Schmucker is like a big woman, and she seemed not bothered by that in the least. So
yeah.
like, I just don't know, and I can see how Billy Joe took it that
Okay,
way,
yes, yes,
because she lives out here in the world with the
of course,
rest of us. But
yes,
like, she was just saying, listen, we're gonna need a decent amount of fabric because she's big. and we don't want her to have like heat stroke and pass out. So don't give her something made of wool. Like, let's find the right fabric for her. I don't think it was shade.
I agree with you. The men also change, and Judah thinks that their clothes are more like 80s, 70s, and I'm like, Judah.
It's like, what do you think they wore in the 80s, man? Like, I'm from then. What are you talking about?
So we meet a new person, Ella,
Mm-hmm.
and don't ask me to explain this. Ella is in Amish clothes, and she wears glasses, but she just looks modern. I don't know.
Yeah, those glasses are not old-timey glasses.
Yeah. I mean, she's a pretty woman, but it's just she just doesn't look like.
Well, and I saw, and I can't verify this, but somebody did post that she is ex-Amish. And there's a part where they see her, I guess she has social media presence where she's often like in the English world. And then there's like posts of her coming back home and being like, oh, it's so nice to be home. And I do miss some things, but the lifestyle here is so nice. So it seems like she leaves and comes back. And there's a confessional where she has on acrylic nails. So like,
okay,
they're not long.
Yeah.
I didn't clock it, but somebody did post a picture of it and they zoomed in. And I'm like, yeah, they're not long, but you can tell those are glued on top of her real nails. So like,
okay.
Yeah. Again, what is this show?
I mean, we're going along for the ride.
What are the rules?
But I do feel validated that she was giving non-Amish vibes, I guess. Because she just looked, I was like, okay, this looks like someone that's, like the English.
You're putting it back on.
Yes. Yeah. And then the producer asked her, do Amish women wear undergarments and bras? And she's just like, why are we talking about Amish women's bras? And I get where she's coming from, but why didn't they get a woman to ask? I mean, I didn't know she was dipping in and out of the Amish world, but considering that their religion comes with modesty and things like that, I do think it would be really crude that a male producer is like, oh, do you guys wear undergarments and bra? Why do you think she will answer that question? So at least
it'd be really easy to just have one of the women on the show say, hey, by the way, do I wear underwear under this or what do I do? Like that's an easy thing to do and make it part of the show and not break the rhythm of everything.
Yeah. I mean, she still might not answer, but at least it's more respectful from the same gender. So
yeah.
Kendra feels like she's tainted, and then she lets us know, I don't even think I clocked it, they don't have any mirrors, so she has no idea what she looks like. She's been operating without mirrors. We find out that if you are not married, you have to shave. A beard signifies that you are married. So the men have to shave. And Judah is like, yeah, so like, I don't want to do that because, for me, a black man, I get razor bumps. And Alan says what we've been waiting for since forever. There are black Amish who
allegedly
do that. They follow through too. And I'm like, we need more. These are the things we need to see.
Well, and my issue with this, I get razor bumps too. I get them bad, so I have to shave all the time because otherwise they come pretty quickly. I don't get them on my chin. You get them on your neck and on your cheeks and stuff. This man cannot grow facial hair anywhere but like his chinny chin and a little bit of his upper lip. You're not going to get them, bud. You're going to be okay shaving your chin.
Yeah. In a bid to be equal opportunity annoyed, I was just like, Judah, these are the things, again, like I don't know if they got a packet of all the things that they have to do, but again, if you're committing to the experience, then you have to. Because honestly, the way I saw it was, will you sign up for Survivor? And then you're just like, Jeff, I need a burger. I don't want this coconuts or this rice.
Where's my mattress at? I need a mattress.
Serve yourself. Or you go on Love Island and then you're like, you know what? I'm not wearing a bathing suit. I want to wear sweats all night.
I'm wearing sweats. I'm not going to kiss anybody.
So you came on here for the experience. And yes, I guess it's valid. Like you could get razor bumps, but you have debunked that because it was just the chinny chin chin, which is true. Because I was looking at it, I was like, it's not that much, but
hey. The bumps don't come from shaving. The bumps come from shaving and then not shaving for a few days, and then your hairs, like you get ingrown hairs. So if you shave every day, you won't get them. I don't get them anymore because I shave often enough. If I don't shave for a week, they're all over the place.
Yeah, but Judah's young. He doesn't know. I don't think.
Yeah, well, I mean, get it together, man. He didn't even learn how to shave, so I get that.
Well, because he doesn't even have to shave because he
Right.
doesn't have
What
a
are you shaving? You got some dirt on your chin and that's it.
So, Esmeralda, they don't want to help Esmeralda change into her clothes. They've helped both ladies because she has her lashes and her nails. And at some point, she's just like, this is why I'm not a religious person. I'm like, so why
Why
are
are you
you
here?
here?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my God. You guys, I'm trying
It's
so
so
hard.
dumb. It's so dumb.
Then we spend another ridiculous amount of time trying to placate her and tell her she's beautiful, she's fine, she doesn't need the nails. I'm like, didn't we do this episode 1? Then
Yeah, but
we
Ella wasn't there for
decided
this.
she can keep it. So why
Uh-huh.
are we doing this again? Why tell the girl she can do it? Now tell her that she can't do it. We're not going to help her because you have it on. And this makes it worse now that you say Ella is a toe dipper. She comes in and
Yeah.
out of this and she made a whole huge stink about this.
Mm-hmm. I don't get it. I don't understand what we're doing. I don't have the rules or don't have the rules. If it's me, the first thing they do when they get there is change their clothes. And there is no conversation about it. And if you're not down with that, then get out. But like to have some of them walking around in regular clothes, some not, I'm just like, can we get a line producer to establish how this show is going to work and stick by it, please? It's like, oh, Love is Blind. Well, you can actually go and see your partner, but he can't. I'm just like, well, no, there's rules for the show.
Yep. But at the end, Esmeralda thinks that they're being mean girls and they can keep their ugly dresses.
Then you should leave. You should go home. This is stupid.
That was it. All right. Gonna take a quick break and I will be right back. Conversations about GLP-1 are all the rage these days, and it almost always centers around weight loss. It's been eye-opening to realize that there are way more benefits that go beyond the scale, like better lab numbers, more energy, and new levels of confidence. One of the scary parts about using a GLP-1 for most people are the self-administered shots because they can be intimidating. But guess what? Ro now offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. That's one daily pill for fewer cravings and feeling fuller with an innovative new formula clinically proven to maximize weight loss. All this and more is why I'd go with Ro if I ever wanted to start a GLP-1 journey. Go to ro.co/alter to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 pill on Ro. That's ro.co/ALTAR to get started on Ro. Go to ro.co/safety for boxed warnings and full safety information about GLP-1 medication. Okay, so we come back and we see that Judah did not shave. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Esmeralda says that she feels singled out. And I can't even say that it's a gender thing because I was about to say they did let Judah not, shave his whatever left, his beard,
His goatee.
his goatee. That's the word I was
Yeah,
thinking of.
he's got a
His
goatee.
Yeah, and they let him do that, but because Kendra got the phone, Esmeralda got to keep her lashes. And I'm just
Mhm.
like, keep things consistent or find people that are willing to come forward and make it. Because I've watched have you watched Special Ops?
No.
It's so brutal. And if
I
you're
get that.
if you're willing to and these are like celebrities, if they're willing to abide by the rules, just get people who you let them know from jump, like, hey, you have to do and follow through to the end. And then
Yep.
it doesn't even have to be expensive because for some people, depending on how much it is, that could be a lot of money to them. Just be like, hey, you get paid XYZ if you do this because you get a better show that way because they're fighting
Yeah.
all these things rather than people saying, I'm not doing it. And you guys are like, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll bend the rules for you this time.
They're just going to keep trying to bend the rules and get out of it each time.
Yeah, poor Aaron is functionally deaf over there. And he's like, you won't shave and I can't hear anything? Like, this is insane.
So anyway, she says this is not community. And I'm like, yeah, but you came over and you're not following any of the community rules.
Right.
Neither did you, Judah.
You're not doing community stuff.
So James is like, looks like you want an experience, but you don't want to join. I'm like, oh wait, I thought we all thought that. You're just getting there? Like
Right? We've established that. Yes, that's what this is.
So Judah decides he wants to be a hero. And he's like, I don't want her to feel ostracized, so I'm not gonna wear mine too. He's not gonna wear the clothes. And I'm like, wait, what? Because he was like,
Oh,
I don't want
God.
her to feel by herself. And so if I have to not wear the clothes, then she doesn't have to wear the clothes. And I'm just like, okay. BJ's like, okay, I get it, guys, but if we start going that, oh, be yourself, do all that, we are changing everything. Everything's just gonna go downhill from here. And then he's all like, she's crying, and then she's crying, and I'm like, what
She's
is?
crying.
I don't know what is happening. And Billy Joe is just like, okay, yes, she's crying, yes, but we've all been upset. And I'm like, I am Billy Joe at this moment because I'm
Yeah.
just like, what is the purpose? So Judah was
No.
like, fine. She's just Esmeralda's like, she's had enough of this, like she's gonna leave. And Judah's like, if she's leaving, I'm leaving too. I'm like, what?
At this point, I was like, "Do you have a crush on her? Like, is this what this is? Because this is weird behavior. You don't. We had not seen them be super close. So, like, what is this?
I think he was just feeling guilty that he didn't do it and he got away with it, and then she did it, and they're like, she's not gonna get away with it. And I think hers is worse because they already gave her the go ahead. It's not like she's
Mhm.
breaking any rules. They said she could do it, and then someone comes and is like, "What?" Just update
Never
the
mind. No, you
person,
can't.
update them with the rules, and they have to play along. And if they don't want to help her, get somebody else who's okay with it, or just let Emma do it by herself if Ella
Right.
doesn't want to do it. So I don't.
Yeah, because that was my part where it's like, okay, you don't want to help me get dressed. I'll figure it out. Like, I can get myself dressed. It's not going to look right. It'd take me a whole lot longer, but I'll do it myself if you don't want to help. But it was
Yeah.
like, I won't help you, and so you can't get dressed. It was like, this is.
Yep.
There's a kernel of a good show here.
Yep.
They're just
Somewhere
messing it up
deep, 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 deep down. So
way at the beginning.
Esmeralda tells us she feels like she's losing herself while she's here. And I'm like, isn't that the whole purpose? To shed
That's what I
who
thought. You're
you
not supposed to
are
be
right now?
yourself anymore.
Kudos to Kendra. Kendra is like, you didn't come here to be the same person. Kendra gives her a pep talk and says, like, I understand like where you are, the beauty standards, but here there's no mirror. We don't see ourselves. Like, it's kind of empowering to just feel like, we're beautiful and we're great. We don't need all of that extra stuff. And that was nice of her to there by themselves and giving her that talk. And Judah is just working with James like nothing just happened. Like, he just didn't threaten to walk away, just
Yep.
didn't threaten to do all that. They're just working. And I'm like, okay, another one will play along. And he's like, after everything that happened, he doesn't want people to feel like he's not trying. So he's going to try. But he's still not ready to share that he's bisexual because he doesn't want to be shunned before they get to know him.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's a reasonable concern.
It is reasonable, but also like none of them are staying. So it's like, I'm gonna get the experience, I'm gonna learn, and then it's like, even if you want to shun me, bye. I was leaving anyways.
Right.
Esmeralda decides that she's gonna take off her lashes and her nails, and then jump scare. Matt is in a bar. I'm like, wait, what? Are we still?
Guess who's back?
I'm like, where did this come from? And then I'm like, okay, we are rolling with it. So Matt is back in Texas at a pub drinking beer, and he says he feels robbed. He thinks that enough time has passed. I'm like, wait, how many days has it been since he was kicked out?
7-8 hours? Like, what? We don't know anything.
And he still wants to pursue it, but also he and Kendra have a bond that he didn't get to pursue. So he's concerned for them, his friends, because if they kicked him out that way, then what do they have to go through? And they're playing like ominous music in the background. I'm like, okay.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
He says like James is crazy. Like, he said, I don't think James is crazy. I know he is crazy. We see Alan and his wife, Sarah, who I realize has not said a word.
Nope. Not a word.
She was just sitting there as Alan was talking, and I think this is how they start that, rolling out the layout for the story for Billy Joe's dating life, because they were talking about how they were dating, and it really was cute. She doesn't speak much, but they were talking about the date, and she was saying like how he was like, oh, I came to her door, and you could see her smiling, and they were talking about how they got married, and then she just gives him a peck on the cheek, and it was cute. It was very, very
Well,
cute.
I was shocked that they were dating for 2.5 years before they got married. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is like Mormon rules, where it's like you date to get married. You
Yeah,
might court for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden you're Cody Brown, and you're getting married again.
that's
Like,
true.
I didn't realize they would have a long courtship like this. I was like, oh, this is new information about the Amish I did not know. I've learned something from watching this show. But
But
yeah,
also,
it was
they're
cute.
from is it sect? I don't know. There is
Are they
progressive.
from Lancaster? Or are they from which one are they
I
from?
think it was like, I don't know, but they're in the progressive, because I think,
Yeah.
wasn't James saying that they're from the progressive, more progressive?
Yeah, because he was from more the old order where they were just like, no. But even
Yeah,
then, I'm just like, I would have thought you, because she was, even then she was like, well, you're the only boy I've ever dated. And I was like,
yeah.
I didn't know that you could date and break up. I didn't know any of these were things. Like I'm thinking about this the way that I think of so many other very fundamentalist religions,
Yeah,
where it is you date for the purpose of getting married and that is it. And I'm like, oh no, it seems like they just have fun with each other and do cute dates and eat puddings and pies. Like I'm down for this.
we see Aaron really struggling because they're having a conversation, and the background that we get is everything just sounding like it was underwater, just like he
Mm-hmm.
described, and he's trying to focus. And Alan is like, "Oh, I'm noticing that he's struggling a little bit," and I'm like, honestly, this is a problem that they should have made allowances for. I don't.
Yep.
At the same time, I'm not sure why he only has to use the one that's connected to a phone. Like, they had to be, I don't know. They should have
Yeah.
come up with a solution for him before he came out there, or like they do in some other shows, like you're medically disqualified to be here. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of a little uncomfortable to see him be in actual like pain, because like he said, there's
Yeah.
like a whole balance thing that he has to get to, that he shouldn't have to push through. You're already going through something difficult, and now you have to push through on top of that. It just feels a little unfair.
Yeah. Well,
So
that footage of him at like late at night when he was really having a hard time, it's like
yeah,
if you showed up in a wheelchair, they would be like, well, too bad. You got to get out of this thing. They'd be like, well, of course you need to get around or
yeah,
you can't come onto the show. But this feels wild to me. Like if he was diabetic where they say no insulin, you just have to
yeah,
figure this out. Like he needs this.
yeah, yeah. Like Brian was saying, like he was just walking around at night, just trying to, because they gave him an old fashioned hearing aid, and it just wasn't
Ugh.
working. And like he said, even when you get the hearing aid, you have to find the right balance and the right thing, and it just wasn't working for him. So they matched Billy Joe with someone named Jacob, who we had met earlier. He had come to do something, and like,
They went to go paint his house.
yeah,
They were painting his house badly.
yeah.
This guy.
They,
The bowl cut on this man.
I don't know, but listen, she says she likes him. She likes it. I love it for her.
She's
They go
into
on
it.
a walk. They're talking about different things. We find out that he says he has tattoos. She's like, really? I didn't believe that. Then he goes, my nipples are pierced. And she's like, oh, let me touch it. And then she says, your nipples are hard, but I don't feel anything. Then she's like, you can show me. And then she showed it to him. And she's like, whoa, both of them?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get it pierced if you are in the.
I'm gonna assume this happened on Rumspringa. I think he just had a wild Rumspringa. I wanted to see what his back tattoos are like because in my mind it's a full mural back there. But like, how do you keep them? Is my thing. Like, I've got a lot of questions, and also nothing about this man communicates I've ever had fun because his answer to everything is just okay, okay, okay. I'm just like she's trying to flirt, and every time she says something nice, he's like, okay. And I'm just like, you got your nipples pierced, huh? Both of them.
Both. I
Just
mean, she had to
confusing.
say that. You didn't do one and, like, oh God, this is too much. You stayed for the second one.
Yeah, but
So,
it was good pain. I'm like, oh my God.
oh
Wow.
yeah. Oh yeah, Jacob.
This guy.
So, we see Matt walking up the dirt road the same way he walked out. Before you could even say Matt, Kendra flew out the door because they were drinking like sweet tea or something. I don't know what it was, and having
Something.
a conversation.
It left residue on the inside of
I am glad
BJ's
you
mason
mentioned.
jars.
I am
So,
glad you mentioned that, because I thought it was just me. I was like, what are they
you drinking
drinking?
molasses? What?
She flew and ran out so hard that she actually slipped. And I was like, did she hurt herself? Did she roll her ankle?
It was a hard fall.
And that's how we ended the episode. And we see a preview for like the next week. And we see Alan asking, like, why were you so harsh? Like, do you like Kendra? Do you have a crush on her? And things like that. And we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, I hope that's where this goes, because I would appreciate if the show devolves down to James has a crush on Kendra. Kendra does not want anything to do with James, and so he like flies off the handle, and that's our drama. I'm fine with that. Give me some drama, because right now the drama is all we're not following these inconsistent rules, and that's
Yeah.
not drama for me. You need to give me a villain, which I think is going to be James, and give me like fights. I need some fights. No one's fighting. I just watched Summer House. Like, give me some fights.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, I feel bad.
Well, I mean, that's it, guys. That's all the episodes had for us. Did you have anything?
No, just the butter churn innuendo was they really do think that these Amish women and men don't know what sex is. And it's like, well, you're telling very obvious hand job jokes right in front of her. She probably knows what you guys are doing. Just like dude was like, yeah, I know what a hoe is. Like, it's come on.
Well, I mean, that's it. You want to tell people where they can find you, Brian?
Yeah. You can listen to us at Maps Virgin. We are in the Houston season. Michaela has completely gone mask off and is going insane already. And so things are really starting to fall off the rails. You can join our Facebook group, Maps Virgin Fan Club, and then follow us on Instagram and Threads at Maps Virgin. I do memes and silly jokes and stuff like that on there.
All right. You guys know where to find me. It's also called MAFS on all of the socials. Please give me a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And stay subscribed so you don't miss out on any new episodes. Until next time, guys. Bye.